My name is Sam Israel. Samuel Jacob Israel is my full name, and I am from Glen Cove, New York, on Long Island.
My name is Michael Lambert, and I am from Scarsdale, New York, in Westchester.
My name is Harrison, and I'm from Long Island, Glen Cove.
I met the guys here because I lived at 109 Chestnut last year, and I knew Harry, met him freshman year, and then through Harry I met David, and they lived with Tim, who hung out with Sean, Kyle, Lakata, Alex, sophomore year.
I met them through my brother Harry.
So, obviously Sam is my brother, but I knew him way before, and I think Sam knows most of them through me.
My brother Harry, he's a grade above me, and he knew all my friends, and I just lasted along with my brother because I can't make any friends myself. I'm kind of, I'm just kind of a weird person. So what I do is when my brother has friends, I just make friends with his friends, and then they become my friends.
I actually live 2 doors down from David, who isn't at Chestnut, but he's who I roomed with last year in the house next door. I met him because he lived 2 doors down from me, and he was friends with, him and Andrew were people that I hung out with a lot. That was his roommate. Andrew, in a weird turn of events, wound up leaving school to grow weed on a farm in Colorado, so he left. He got replaced by Tim, who we all know, and I just became really close with Tim and David, and I also met Lambert. It was, I think it was Ping Pong Club where I met Lambert, and then I ran into him at the Rat, and we just became boys after that, and that's how I know the Chestnut boys.
So then it was really when I moved next door that I really got to know the guys who live here, and I didn't have anywhere to live, so then I asked them, like, is it, like, I heard you guys, like, have an extra room, like, if you want, like, I'd be down to move in, and they were cool with it, and now I'm here.
It's my second semester, so basically, I was homeless originally, like in terms of, so, homeless as in like, I didn't know where I was living for my senior year, but 2 weeks before school started, because of COVID, one of our housemates did not come back to Binghamton, he did not return, so I just took his spot, I got my place with the boys, so I'm an honorary member now of the Chestnut Boys, and it means a lot to me.
Yeah, so when I moved here, I thought I was going to take this room, but one of the guys wasn't coming back for that semester, so I moved up upstairs, and so I was kind of in the center of the house, but it was definitely like a little bit of a shift, because I lived in that system, and while I used to come over here, like I never like lived here, so I didn't like, because you never fully understand someone until you like live with them, so I got to become closer with the guys here and understand them more, and yeah, it's been a good transition. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've had a blast living here. This is, for COVID times, it's like perfect because there's always someone around. Like we could have fun, just us. Like we got a lot of board games and stuff we play. Like we could go biking. And there's a lot of fun stuff we do.
So all in all, they're great roommates. Obviously there's specific things, when you live with someone you get annoyed about certain things. But I'd say most of the conflicts were just either like me being kind of messy or Lambert fucking pranking me. Waking me up or doing something crazy.
So we do kind of have like a prank war going on, and it's super easy for tensions to boil over in a prank war, because with whenever you're doing a prank, you're always like straddling like a line, like you're always straddling a line you should not cross, and it's really hard to like know if you're like crossing it.
So, one time Lambo and Tim tried to light fireworks under my room. Under my door. Lambo he visited one of his friends at a school out in Indiana, so he actually got fireworks driving at Michigan. He got some fireworks, and they thought it'd be funny to light some fireworks under my door, and it wasn't acceptable. I didn't like it.
I am the guy who went to Indiana and was in an illegal state and bought them. Yeah. But Sean and Tim are also pyros with me, so we all do it together, which is cool. So the pumpkin story is, so the neighbors have a bunch of pumpkins on their front stoop. So we thought it'd be funny one night that if we put the pumpkins on the neighbor's house over there, on their back entryway, and just like kind of mess with them. So one night, me and Tim, and I think Sean was with us too, we went over there. It was like 2 o'clock on like a Thursday, 2 in the morning, 2 a.m. And we go around and we take all their pumpkins. This is like last October, November, and we place it on the neighbor's house over there. But we put it in their back, and we put it like on the like the back staircase way, so they could like clearly see it. So then we do that, and then the next day the girls come out, and they're like walking around the house like looking for their pumpkins, and they're like visually upset. So then they see it's on the neighbor's house, so they climb up the stairs, and then they take their pumpkins out, put it back on their stoop. And then another night, we took our pumpkins. We have 2 pumpkins on our front stoop, put it on their porch. And then we went over and we were like, yeah, like you guys stole our pumpkins. So they literally have no idea that it's us. They think it's the neighbors over there.
Yeah, so I've been a member of the radio show at Binghamton University, WHRW, where I run my own sports talk show. I also am the sports editor for WHRW, where I go over Binghamton sports, and I'm also part of BTV, where I have my other sports talk show, Ballaholics. I also am a contributor for Pipe Dream, where I am a sports contributor, so I cover the men's athletic basketball games. So I do a lot of sports around campus. The Samuel J. Show on 90.5 FM for WHRW every Monday, 5:30 to 5:50. Tune in to hear my insight, and I take you through my worldview on all professional sports, the NBA from the MLB to the NFL.
I was a member of the ping pong club my freshman year, and that was actually a lot of fun. I had a great time there. And then I'm also in the Tau Alpha Upsilon fraternity. The same one Harrison and David. Ooh, hobbies. I do love being active. I got a ripstick, love going on my bike. But nothing beats just like hiking, being outside. I also do love playing some Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a classic. But mostly just hanging around with the boys. That's probably my number one hobby.
I'm a suffering Knicks fan. So it's kind of a hobby. I enjoy watching basketball with the Knicks, but at the same time it's kind of a curse. I like to run. I'm a huge runner. I play piano. I play drums. Drums are cool. I play piano by ear. I listen by ear, so that's fun. I'm a musical guy. I like chess. Chess is pretty cool. I'm a chess guy. I like playing tennis. I like basketball. I like running. I can play golf. I can do any kind of sport. I like swimming. I like biking. I like nature walks. I like the nature reserve. I'm a huge nature guy. So waterfalls, driving to Ithaca, Cornell, Adirondacks. I went on a road trip. I went on a road trip last spring. Me and a couple of friends. We went to Yellowstone, drove to the Mount Rushmore, went to Zion National Park. We went to Bryce Canyon. So I love road trips, and I want to continue to do that. I also studied abroad last year and got to travel to Europe. I'm a huge traveling guy. So I went to Copenhagen, went to Berlin, went to London. So I'm a huge traveler. COVID-19, it was tough because I was actually studying abroad in Copenhagen, Denmark. I was studying abroad when I received the news, and I basically missed 2/3 of my study abroad experience. And obviously that's unfortunate, but again, you have to be grateful in some ways because, look, it sucks that my study abroad got canceled, but there are people that are dying from this virus. It's a very serious thing. It's unprecedented. We haven't seen this, so, as upset as I was, it's not about, that's nothing. People are going through a lot of tough time. A couple of my friends have lost several family members. It's been devastating, so it's a time where, it's tough for everyone, but what you gotta do, I feel like, is you have to try and see the opportunity, that lies, you have to try and respond to it, instead of reacting to COVID-19, almost responding. So how can I make the most out of this terrible situation? And that's been my mindset. When I got back, I went on a road trip after that. A couple people, we all quarantined with the mask and everything. It's a very serious thing. Nothing, don't, take it seriously, obviously. But you got to make the most of it. And obviously, as I said before, I lost 2/3 of my study abroad, and everything. But just gotta make the most of it, and be humble, be grateful because it's bad for you. It doesn't take away anything bad about what happens to you, but a lot of other people, were less fortunate than I was. So I'm grateful for all my friends and family members being safe. I was one of the first ones to bring it to the U.S. I told my parents, keep me in Copenhagen because what's gonna happen is if you make me go home, I'm gonna go to the JFK airport. I'm gonna get the virus at JFK airport. I'm gonna bring it home to you guys. You guys are gonna get sick. But they were nervous. This is an example. They were emotionally nervous. They were like, I want my son home because I want you close. I said, fine. I went to JFK airport, and by some brilliant person's idea, you know, I'm not gonna criticize. You know, I'm not gonna get. There's no politics for me. But it was someone's brilliant idea to, when I got at JFK Airport, to put 200 people that may have the virus from Europe in a small compact room, and literally they had us in this small room, 200 hours, and they were like, yeah, wait here for an hour and we'll test all you guys and then you guys can leave. The people next to me in that small room, the room's full of 200 people. People next to me were like coming off a cruise. So we all know that turned out. I went home. My parents picked me up. I told them not to pick me up, went home, and sure enough, I got the virus, gave my family the virus, but God willing, they were okay. We're all good. But yes, I got the virus the week I got home from Copenhagen last March. Well, it's been difficult because, you know, for one thing, I can't do my sports talk show for BTV, the Binghamton television station, in person anymore. The studio's closed because of COVID, and we're all nervous about that. Another thing, obviously, I can't run with Harvey Sanger at 6:30. Another thing, the bars are all closed, so going out with friends, meeting new people is difficult to do in this time. You know, meeting new people is probably one of the most difficult things to do. And what I've been fortunate is all these people at Chestnut, they're all my homies, they're all my boys, so we're a squad. But if I didn't have any, like, you know, if I didn't have a squad, if I didn't have those homies, it's very difficult to go and meet new people. So I feel right now for those freshmen that are just entering Binghamton University.
So in Binghamton, I'd say I love the nature preserve. There's also something called the Brickyard, which I found on Reddit. I don't exactly know where it is. I don't remember. But basically, you just park on like a random street, and you walk kind of through someone's backyard, and you're able to walk up this really big hill and actually get a view of all of Binghamton, and it's a really cool sight. I actually camped out there once or twice, and it's beautiful.
But if I were to say my favorite spot in Binghamton would probably be the Brickyard, just because like you have a fireplace, so you can have like fires over this, and like be at like a nice view, and get like a nice view of the city. Nice and quiet up there too. Not too long of a walk. It's beautiful. Ooh, being in Binghamton, memorable stories. I guess one that comes to mind is I went to Indiana and I got these fireworks that go 350 feet in the air. And the first night I came back, I had no idea what they'd be like. So we had the idea to light them off on the balcony. And it was pretty stupid. It was hysterical. It just like shot up into the sky. And it was pretty dangerous. Like it could go south quick. And I have one left, which we could shoot off tonight at the fire.
What if it just comes right? Oh, dude. Yo, there are gonna be so many. This is great. That's a sick firework. That's sick. Yeah!